Welcome to the future.
Welcome to the Muxall Open IoT channel, Barbecue Edition. I am your host, Michael Crane. It actually rained on my barbecue controller last night, so I haven't turned it on yet, but it didn't rain hard, but you can see some of the pellets turned into dust that I had spilled up here, and I left it in the garage all day to dry off. So I noticed the pellets are still kind of wet, but the controller looks dry. I wanted to plug it in, so if anything starts smoking, you'll be the first-hand witnesses to it. Okay, so I haven't touched this thing since last night. All three of the probes are in it. I basically just rolled it out, set up the camera, and started recording. So I'm gonna go ahead and adjust the camera down so we can keep an eye on the controller and plug it in. Well, I don't see any smoke. That's good. I don't think it really got that wet. Well, it looks like all the probes are reading the temperature. Yeah, that probe number 2 always seems to be reading a little bit lower. Well, I don't know, it's reading outside temperature. I guess that's good. So that's good. No smoke. We're in business. So, okay. In case you're wondering about these probes, they can be plugged in and unplugged with the power on. It doesn't really make any difference. Oops. Of course, in the production model, you know, they'll all be plugged in up here. This is just the prototype. So, I unplugged the chamber. Plug the chamber back in. There we go. Okay. Well, I got the meat ready. It's right here. And yeah, it's about 90 degrees outside. Not as windy as it was yesterday, but I don't expect that to last. According to the weather.com website, it's supposed to rain around 7. So I guess the controller might get another test tonight. But anyway, and by the way, about this controller and the weather, I'm assuming it's going to handle, you know, most weather, getting wet and stuff like that. But you cannot leave it outside in the direct sunlight because it will ruin that LCD. Swapped out the Camp Chef probe for the Traeger PT-1000 probe. That's a little bit longer. It's got this nice little curved handle right there so I can stick it in the hamburger. Today I think I'll show how to cook using the controlled LCD only and the button panel, right? We'll monitor it on the web GUI and on the web app, but I wanted to show you how to do it. I guess I should have left this Traeger plugged into probe 3 or something so I could show you how to set it on the GUI. But anyway, I plugged it into port 1. So let me get these burgers on here and get it set up, and I'll be back. Okay, well, the meat's on there, and I have a probe just in one hamburger. I kind of make all the burgers the same size. This one came out a little bit small, but that's okay. And then I just probe one. I find that's sufficient. I'm not going to do any fancy profiles with the hamburgers, but cooking by probe, if you've never done it, is wonderful for hamburgers because it cooks the perfect burger every time. I mean, nice and pink in the middle. It's just great. I never realized how bad I was at cooking burgers until I started using the probe, and I was like, wow, this is really nice for burgers. I highly recommend it. Even if you don't buy the Muxall controller, buy yourself a good Wi-Fi probe to plug in your burgers. You won't regret it. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to do the controller. There's the burgers are all set up. I'll close the lid. Okay, so I hope everyone can see okay. Yeah, to get the menu, just hit the knob. It has no name. And you can use a knob to scroll down with. I like using the arrow keys. For me, it's a little easier. We're going to go to end control. Sorry, I'm sorry. We're going to go to end control. Sorry, I'm talking to the barbecue. Hit enter. Okay, now this gives us the probe options. You can see the first one is highlighted already. I'm just going to turn the knob. Yes, and hit enter. Now, see, it should have automatically defaulted to probe 1 when cook by probe was selected. That's actually a bug. I'm just going to select probe 1, hit enter. Yeah, we're not doing pork today. So we want hamburgers, and I can scroll over here and pick beef. Oh, well, it's the same thing as the pork, right? It's 140. Oh, it's actually ground beef. Okay, ground meat's 165. Yep, that looks right. And turn off when done is already set. Okay, I think we're good. And I hope you can hear. I know I've been talking to the barbecue again. So enter and save it. Do a quick check. Yes, cook by probe using 165. Changes are saved. Very good. Go up. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So we've got cook by probe number 165. Barbecue's currently off. The probe is at 65.3 degrees. There's I know it doesn't show a profile. It will after it warms up. This thing is super easy. If I wasn't using the cook by probe, all you have to do is come out here and hit the start-stop button. And then just dial in the temperature that you want, right? And that makes it real easy for cooking something like hot dogs. Okay, so I want it to cook at, I don't know, I guess 225 is pretty good. Alright, save that. I don't remember if I think it should still be set on max smoke, but we can go check that. Just hit the menu button again, or the knob. Scroll down to smoke. Okay. Yeah, max smoke. Maximum smoke. Okay, and so you can actually change this with the controller. Oh, and I should just show you. So you can set it to minimum smoke, medium, maximum smoke, precision cook, minimum smoke. Going the wrong way. Medium and max. And if you don't want to save it, you can just hit the menu button that kind of cancels when you're done. Alright. Let's see. Okay, we're in the warm-up state. I can smell a few pellets burning, but it's just now getting started. So I'll be back here in a minute. Alrighty. Well, our burgers are getting cooked, and I wanted to show you something I think is kind of interesting. So we have the grill set on, or the controller set on max smoke, and we're getting this is a nice good swing. And then you can see right here, what is that, about 6 minutes or so worth, it didn't swing at all. And I wanted to mention that, so yesterday we were getting humongous swings at the same temperature, if you remember. But the wind was blowing, right? And I don't think it was as humid yesterday as it is today. So today, it's, I forget what we saw on the controller, about 88 degrees or something like that. And, but right now the wind is dead calm. And it's kind of humid out. It's getting ready to rain. And yeah, this is the other end of the spectrum. You know, and as to, it's, oh, what's going on here? It has, you know, it's all weather related. But eventually the barbecue controller will get it to swing, the predictive analytics. I just thought it was interesting, and I wanted to show you, because yesterday it was swinging all over the place, and today it's having a hard time getting the barbecue to swing, and it's all due to the weather. Okay, so I'm going to do a little test here. I've been kind of watching this thing, and it looks like, you know, 32 minutes on to about 52, so about the last 20 minutes. This thing hasn't been swinging much, so I thought I'd open the lid up and see if we could get it swinging again. I've done it in the past and it seems to work, but I figured I'd do it on video just to, and at least we'll have it documented, right? So I decided I'll go ahead and just leave the video recording, so you can see it, the grill temp drop. Okay, I have the lid open, and like I said, this thing only updates every 7 seconds. I'm not. That's my little girl, by the way. She's playing with the car horn. But I'm not going to leave it open too long. I don't want to mess up my burgers. In fact, maybe I'll throw some cheese on there while the lid's open or something. Well, yeah, I kind of screwed up my graph. Oh, what was that? Yeah, there it was. So it's okay. So it's on the left side of the mouse, on 2 buttons back is the back button, and the way this GUI is set up is, so when you first log in, it clears all the old stats out of here, and it does that so it doesn't clog your device up, you know, if it's a phone or a computer or something like that, you know, with a bunch of old barbecue stats. So yeah, that kind of sucks. And of course, I don't keep the stats on the controller because it would just clog it up. The controller doesn't have that much memory, and we're saving recipes on it as it is. So yeah, I don't want to you know, keep a bunch of old stats on there. But unfortunately, we missed our little test. I can tell you what was happening. I was watching it. So you saw the drop. It spiked back up almost evenly with the drop, and then it started just leveling out again, as you can see right now. It is dead calm out here. It's about, I don't know, probably 88, 90 degrees out here, and we have just found the sweet spot. Well, and the humidity is pretty high. It's very sticky out here. And we have just found the sweet spot for the barbecue. It doesn't matter how we do it, what we do. It just wants to run at the set temperature. And so I'm trying to think, and we could, I mean, of course, I could manually override it right here and force it. But I think what I'll do is I'm going to set it on medium smoke and just see if we can, because we seem to have found a sweet spot with the way the temperature and humidity and everything is out here. Maybe medium smoke will throw it off a bit, and we can get our swings back. Whoops. Yeah, you'll see this every now and then. This is not a bug of mine. This is a bug in Firefox. I don't know if it does this in Chrome, but anyway, I couldn't fix it because, like I said, it's a bug in Firefox, so it's got a refresh button. You can just hit refresh and it'll refresh it. So you can see right there we fixed our target temp, and we can barely see it's starting to swing a little bit around 225. Yeah, sorry about that. I kind of dorked this whole test up. Hopefully the burgers come out good, right? Well, I'll come back here in a minute. We'll watch it and see how our swing's going, and see how burgers are coming along. Okay, so we're finally getting to the end of this cook. Yeah, setting it on medium helped it swing a little bit, but then it just kind of settled back down. It's just zeroing in. This air is so thick, I think, is a problem, because the humidity is just, it doesn't heat the thick humid air doesn't heat up fast. It doesn't cool down fast, and so we just sometimes you can't go wrong, huh? So anyway, it is what it is. I'm sure the hamburgers will be just fine. It's been poofing away, so I'm not too worried about it. And you can see our cook by probe temp is getting up there. I'm going to throw some cheese on there here in just a minute, and we're going to call this good to go. Okay. Well, you can see right there where I put the cheese on. This first spike, the second spike is where I threw the buns on. So, and you can see that had a little bit of effect with the meat temperature. I expect that should jump up here pretty quick now that the lid's closed. But yeah, I'll be back here in a minute. Okay, well, the grill hasn't really shut off yet, but the cheese is getting melted. It's getting real close. The buns are toasty, and I'm going to go ahead and pull them off. We'll take another quick look at the graph here real quick. Okay, well, there you go. It looks like I turned the barbecue off exactly right at the right time. The meat had already hit 165. Probably would have been just another minute before it shut off. But yeah, so here we go. That's the cook.
TV.
Yeah. Say goodbye to everyone. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Don't forget, you can support the Muxall Open IoT channel by donation using a credit card and PayPal, or by purchasing products at the Muxall store. Details and links are in the description under this video. Well, that's it for this video. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up, that helps, and hit the subscribe button, that really helps. If you have any questions or comments, post them in the comments under this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.